Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am the Garden and Worm Lady, and in this tub, I call this tub my woodstock bin because I have Louisiana swamp worms, red wigglers, European nightcrawlers, and African nightcrawlers living here. So let's check and see how they are enjoying this pumpkin that I've given them. Now I haven't peeked in here. I want to do it with you. And I did give them some extra paper besides the peat moss and coconut coir that was in here. And it's because the African nightcrawlers really enjoy a lot of carbon. They just do well with that. That's Mother Nature for you, you know. So let's tip this over and let's just peek down here. Ooh. Look at them. Oh, it's soft over here. Remember the holes I made? Look, they're starting to like go in. Oh yeah, this is very mushy. The funny thing about using worms to like compost stuff like this is that this, even though it's breaking down, there's no bad odor, like nothing. So it's not rotting in a bad way, you know? Look at all those little springtails, guys. Those little white things there. And they jump. And they're just part of the composting process, you know? They're always going to be there. But look. There's literally like a hole. And it looks like they're starting to go in there. Oh, wow. I love them. Look at them. They're doing great. You know, worms, for those of you that are like new at this, worms have a natural sweet tooth. Look at these two. They do. They just love sweet things like pumpkin and sweet potato and bananas and watermelon. They just love things that are like really sweet. And I've tested that theory on all different types of worms, and they all love it the same. There's no worm that loves sweets more than others. They all just love it. So let's check out my Louisiana swamp worms over here. And the top of the pumpkin is molding, which is fine. They'll eat it and it'll break down. But let's see what's going on down here. Ah! Look at them. Just love them. You know, I have to like put my hand down here and just see what it feels like. Oh, wow. Look at them. These little guys are amazing. They behave very similar to the red wigglers. They're very well behaved. They don't freak out when they hear rain. Like, I don't have any blue worms in this wormery. And look at that. This is a pumpkin seed that's sprouting. So, I wanted to tell you guys something exciting. You know that I've been, recovering from a knee injury for 2 years now, almost. So, my knee is just now starting to feel like back to normal. So I'm going to start doing worms again for shipping and stuff. But while I get going, I've teamed up with someone to be my supplier. And you all know him. And his name is Steve from the Urban Worm Company. So you're going to see worms for sale on my website. And they're going to actually come from Steve. Steve is a very respected man in the worm industry, and I trust his product, and I know that it's going to be wonderful, and it'll help me out. So anyway, visit thegardenandwormlady.com. I don't have them live yet because I just started working on the website, but they will be live soon. And they are pure red wigglers, so you don't have to worry about that. So let's check out this side of the bin. But anyway, that's exciting news for me. You know, it's taken me a while to get back to normal. and I'm all for it. So I normally like to sell worms and ship worms in the autumn, winter, and early spring. I usually shut down for the summer because it just takes a beating on them, but we'll see. If Steve still has them in the summer, then I'll do it. So we're gonna test it out. And look, I gave them watermelon. And look, only the skin is left. And they've eaten all the flesh. These guys are amazing. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. Wow. Isn't it funny how they eat the fleshy part first, and then they leave the skin, then they eat the skin? And again, there's no bad odor. None at all. Look at that. So I'm going to share in this video a little tip that I do on how to get them a little fatter and how to get them excited. So look at that. See how they're connected? They're breeding. Look at them. That's worm reproduction right there. Fascinating. Wonder what they'll do if I pick them up. Sometimes they separate. Sometimes they don't. They separated. Or they're going to. Look at that. That is amazing. So you can see the clitellum or clitellum is that band. One part of the worm goes underneath it. And I didn't know that until I saw them separate one day. So that is very exciting to actually witness. A lot of people don't witness that. So as you can see, one of the worms is underneath the clitellum of the other one, which is that band. So let me go like this to them and just see if they separate. Just for the sake of the video, so you guys could see them. I'm going to leave it here. Oh, look, look, look. See how they're separating? Look. Wow. I'm trying to get the castings away with my finger so you guys could see more clear. That is incredible. Oh, and there they go. Did you see that, guys? And look at that. Oh my gosh. So I'll put them together since they were together. And look right there. That's a cocoon. And that one is about to hatch because it's dark. When they're first laid, they're more like a yellow color. So these two guys, I'm just going to bury them and let them just go on their merry way. So how wild was that? So before I show you the recipe, let's admire my new curtain. So sometimes, you know, I don't have a door on this door. So I like to cover it. So I have this new curtain. I hope you guys like it. I think it's cute. I have this one over here that hides some of my supplies. This one, of course. I think this one's my favorite. It's so pretty and it has Bigfoot, of course. So I just wanted to show you guys. I haven't showed you the room in a while. So I know there's a lot of new people here. So anyway, this is the room. So let me show you how to get worms to like go bonkers on you. So this is what I do. Now this spray only lasts about 2 days before it starts to smell funny, and then you got to throw it out. If it starts smelling weird, which means it's going to start rotting, which is a liquid that you don't want to spray in your worm bin because it'll spray like anaerobic, and that's the last thing you want because it can make your bin go sour. But anyway, I only make enough to spray in my bins, and then I get rid of it the next day, or I use it the next day and it's gone. So dry molasses. I take dry molasses. Now remember I told you worms have a sweet tooth? This is how I get the microbes in the bin going, and then the worms feast on the microbes, and it gets them like all like, they get excited, they get happy, they love sweet things. So I take about a teaspoon of dry molasses in a spray bottle, and then after I feed them the worm chow on the surface, I spray this. There's a lot of recipes out there for people that do this, and there's a lot of secret recipes that people that do this. But honestly, guys, I've been doing this 23 years. All you need is molasses and water, and you're good to go. So here I have some red wigglers. I'm going to put some worm chow around. And then we're going to look under the pumpkin, and then I'm going to use the spray. So let's see what they look like down here. Ah, look at them. Oh my gosh. Look how they eat the pumpkin from the, like, it was very thick here, and they just love it. We got springtails here. Wow. Let's look at this one. Ooh, it's bendy. Oh, wow. Look at them. They just love it. People ask me all the time, how do you put your fingers in there? I don't know. I think I've gotten used to them through the years. And look at all the springtails. See the little bugs that they jump? Springtails jump. Look at them. So let's put them back. Ah, this one broke. See, look at those springtails. Okay. Well, I have to touch them while I'm here. Oh my gosh, it's so gooey. So let's spray them down. Come on, sprayer. Oh my gosh. All right. The sprayer's struggling a little, but I did get some in there. And it's going to drive them wild. You know what, though? I didn't get as much as I wanted, so I just took this off. I took the sprayer part off. I'm just going to sprinkle it. There we go. And I will keep you guys updated on this. So, yeah. They love sweet things. And that pumpkin's driving them wild, obviously. So let me peek at my African nightcrawlers while I'm here. And they got a pumpkin too. Now, African nightcrawlers, they love it also, but they don't jump in as fast as the others. And I don't know why. As you can see, they're eating it, but you don't see that mass that we saw over there, do you? They don't get as excited about it. I don't know why. See, but they love the leaf litter and they love the paper. They love it. So let's give them some of the molasses water. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see if they're going to go as crazy as the other ones do. So this African nightcrawler tub, I uncovered it and I'm starting to fluff up the castings so that I can start sifting and drying. But look at this. That is very, very wet. But you know, when you want breeder worms, they need a wet environment. That's how they like it. So it takes a bit to get a tub this big to dry. But I don't wait for this to dry 100% or I'll lose the worms. I just got to get it to the point where I could sift it and then keep drying it. So every day I'm just fluffing it, leaving it uncovered, getting some air. I do have this side covered because there are worms down here. Look. So I'm kind of getting them to migrate over. And look at them down there, as you can see. I put a lot of food down there. So I'm covering this and saying, hey guys, over here's the yummy stuff. Let's go over here. And then I'm just drying this out. The drier it gets, the less they're going to like it. And hopefully they're going to go this way. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Press that subscribe button. I would love to reach 20,000 subscribers eventually. And check out the website, and you'll see the stuff come live on my website soon. And then I'll see you all next time. Take care.